Hello there, everybody. It is me, No Name 117 Spore, back with Through the Waves 2, where you find out what happens when you're only limited to one caliber of gun per ship. Currently, America is extremely pissed off at us. We are probably going to go to war soon. The Navy is, currently rebuilding and building a number of new ships with SAMs. Our monthly balance is really horrible at the moment, as I'm trying to get the battleship HMS battle cruiser HMS Queen Mary done. But we have some destroyers commissioning. We have some CVs couple turns away from some CLs couple turns away, and some BBs couple turns away from refitting. So hopefully we'll get to a point where we're just building these like six destroyers and these two cruisers pretty soon. If this can work, I'll probably have to vary Queen Mary's construction a little bit, especially since I'm going to have a bunch of additional aircraft enter service. So what I did was I went into this and named all the squads according to, Royal Navy air naming conventions. And I have a whole list for the Fleet Air Arm squadrons, and I did that. And I renamed all the squadrons and put them all in the list and forgot to save. So I had to rename all the squadrons again according to the list. That was very, very, very annoying. Anyway, it is now time, I do believe, to go another turn. 5 destroyers are commissioned. No thanks. I don't need bigger guns. Gyroscopic sights for light and medium anti-aircraft guns. Good. Diplomatic note. Russia isn't really mad at us. Fighter squadrons are re-equipping. Okay, now I don't have enough money to make it through the next turn, so I will halt construction on Canada and Constance to get there. And then everything's gonna finally complete their rebuilds, as well as, a couple more completions of ships, and that should be just enough to get these through. Charger is finished working up. Furious is finished reconstruction. Awesome. We'll get all those ships finishing their reconstruction. Russia wants more battle cruisers. I have no idea when we're going to go to war with America. I think I will have to keep Canada halted for now. And now I can go do something with my air groups, because the carriers, what was it? Yeah, Audacious, Furious, Indefatigable, and Gibraltar recommissioned. So at Halifax, for example, I have these, and then I can take these and come on, put them on Furious, for example. At St. John, I actually do have an additional fighter squadron, and that will also go to Furious. I'll actually have to look at Furious's group now. So and just quickly input these into the sheet. So the torpedo bomber is input in. She does have the fighter squadron, the 800th. So then there's the 1721, 1801, 1705, 1706. So the 1705 and 1706 are both on Furious. The 1721 is on Furious. And the 1801 is now on Furious. And I believe, yeah, that's the nice one there. So then I have to go to Porto Plata and grab everything from here but the flying boat. You will go on Audacious. Okay. Okay. Anything on the list from Portal Plot I can just correct to Audacious real quickly. I believe some. Yeah, these would be some fighters at the end. Okay. Cool. On the sheet, I have everything correctly moved now. I'll do Santo Domingo's squadrons next. You will go on to CV Gibraltar. And then, oh, come on. Where's my last little one? There we go. Yeah, let's see, 2/8, and then the 829th, currently at Guantanamo Bay, as well as these other squadrons, will go on to the carrier Indefatigable. God damn it, I can never say that one. Indefatigable, yeah. Okay, there we go. So all the air squadrons are now sorted out. Princess Royal is ready to move to the North American East Coast. These two battleships are ready to move to the North American East Coast. Just already prepping, I'm already prepping for war. The Latonas and Rainbows are ready to move off the North American East Coast. I won't move the Andromashes yet. I think these ships are going to be ready to move off the North American East Coast as well. Currently, I'm withholding Estrella, Africa, and Andromeda. In terms of my carriers. So destroyer-wise, I think some destroyers completed a reconstruction. Unfortunately, a lot of them are old now. So yeah, these guys completed a reconstruction, move ship off the North American East Coast. I'm probably gonna have to wait another turn to be able to do something, or at the very least, wait until Queen Mary is out. Come on, US, go to war. Yes, complete with the best fire control. Two cruisers have finished their reconstruction. Awesome. De Havilland Dolphin has poor reliability. The Gladiator Mark 1 has good reliability. And currently, this is all still really hurting. Ooh. That's definitely the USA. And there we go. Okay, so war has now broken out off the North American East Coast. We definitely have an advantage. I do need to send more ships off the North American East Coast. I do, however, also need to make sure that nothing happens uh, in the Caribbean. Means I think that like all my activate forward, I'll activate the Charybdis. Yeah, this is gonna seriously hurt my funding. Go down to like 4% just so I have a little bit left. I need to get Queen Mary out. Once Queen Mary is out, that's really gonna help things. Or really just gonna help manners. So you're in Northern Europe, you're in Northern Europe, you're in Northern Europe. Move these ships into the Caribbean. That does give me some carrier support there. Not a lot. Like I will probably lose battles there. Um, but I want it to be just enough so that, you know, America doesn't try anything. You guys go off the North American East Coast. You guys can all go down to the Caribbean. Um, I will send these ships down to the Caribbean as well. I'll send you down to the Caribbean. And then you two can go to the North American East Coast. These guys in Northern Europe, I'm gonna send two. They are a little slow. That's the issue. But I will send two of them down to the Caribbean, and then the other two into the North American East Coast to give me more ships. Lion Leopard, you guys move down to the Caribbean. In terms of battleships, I have 6. America also has 6, right? No, I have 5 deployed in Northern Europe. So I'm gonna send Howe to the Caribbean, or yeah, Anson to the Caribbean, and then I'm gonna send. You two go to the Caribbean. You go to the North American East Coast. Actually, you go to the North American East Coast as well. We'll send 1 battleship to the Caribbean and then 2 battle cruisers. Actually, I'll send 2 battleships to the Caribbean. Oh god, the amount of other ships I have to activate on this. I'm gonna have to halt Constance as well as another destroyer. This will all be a lot better the moment Queen Mary commissions. Queen Mary commissioning is gonna free up so much budget. Um, you guys move to the North American East Coast to protect ships from mines. You guys all activate. Um, you guys move to the North American East Coast to protect ships from mines. You guys move to the Caribbean to protect ships from mines. I'm not heavily focusing the Caribbean, but I do want a standing force there to be able, or just to be able to protect it better. All of you guys, trade protection. All of you guys, trade protection. All of you, trade protection. You guys, trade protection. You guys, trade protection. You all, trade protection. Get the other 900 tonners here on trade protection. I don't think I can activate everything right now, looking at it. So that ship's damaged. Those guys are off the North American East Coast. You guys should probably all move off the North American East Coast as well. I cannot get my full fleet activated probably until Queen Mary is out. So I'm gonna move these guys here into the Caribbean to give them some forces. As well as these guys. Move in, you guys move into the North American East Coast. You guys, for now, move into the Caribbean. Actually, you know, you can all move to the North American East Coast as well. Yeah, okay, that money is really hurting. Let's halt construction on 2 Mons class then. Okay, this is not particularly affordable at the moment. Everything's moving. We have enough on trade protection for now, but like I'm gonna have to get more on trade protection in the future. I have enough to withstand this turn and next turn, hopefully. Own forces in area. I'll decline that. Except this. Suppress enemy airfields. Sink 6 traders. I have a bunch of destroyers, so these are Old Morris class destroyers. These are Mons class destroyers. It is close to nighttime. I don't think I want to engage this. I think, yeah, ships are too valuable, especially like Mons class destroyers. That was not the right size of engagement. I was hoping for something better. So I am not going to engage that convoy. I will take a small points loss. And fight on. We will fight on. I think it's too dangerous, especially with, you know, my air defense destroyers getting involved in a convoy action at night. If these were all gunboat destroyers, I might have gone for it. But not with Mons class deployed. Yeah, that gives them VP. We torpedoed and damaged a US. Oh, god damn it. We lost one of our old Andromeda class to a mine. Well, more. Oh god, our bases here are overstressed. How much do I actually have? I need to get something out of there. So I think Collingwood. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move Collingwood out. Gonna move Bachant out. Gonna move Inconstant out into the Caribbean. In terms of carriers, actually Dasher should move down to the Caribbean. I'm gonna move a Charger down to the Caribbean. You know what? Charger down to the North American East Coast. Actually, I'm gonna pull my CVLs out of the North American East Coast and into the Caribbean. So the CVLs will go into the Caribbean. Okay, so how many carriers do I have? I have 18 right now. Of those, 16 are deployed on the North American East Coast. I probably don't need that many on the North American East Coast. Um, so who's on the shit list? I think Courageous and Glorious move to the Caribbean. Harmies I'll keep. That would be 14 carriers now. Part of me wants to move Unicorn and Pegasus down. I think I will. And those can possibly rotate in the future. Now, the other thought is that instead of this, I pull Unicorn and Pegasus back to Northern Europe. So if something needs to go on there, they can do that. You will actually go back to Northern Europe. And then I think I will send King Alfred, yeah, probably King Alfred and Hogue back to Northern Europe as well. Okay, so hopefully that'll just kind of help out. And Queen Mary's almost done. Probably resume one of these. Queen Mary being done is going to massively help out. So I have a significant advantage here. Okay. Okay. 2 enemy ships. 2 enemy cruisers. Whatever they are, we're scoring the early hits. Oh god, they've launched torpedoes at us. I'm gonna turn around. Okay. Briefly lost sight. The second ship's over there. Okay, so our radar still has them picked up. We'll cross this way. Go to 20 knots. We'll head to port. Alright, so a very, very brief action. But, you know, we probably just damaged, or we just damaged a US ship outside of where it can reasonably fight. Yeah, sure. Just get into Riga. Just get into Riga. I want to ensure that you guys don't get sunk. Yep. And we lose, or we have a destroyer heavily damaged. Oh, they had a battle cruiser out and 2 light cruisers. So, we hit Ciel Reno. So, okay, that explains the torpedoes. So 2 10-inch hits from Hogue plus a near miss. Holy crap, that is a lucky destroyer! Oh! Wow! 2 flotation points left at the end of it. Yeah, I'm gonna say lucky destroyer. Oh god, and then we got an engine room hit on Raleigh. But they were shooting at us, we were shooting at them. They've got advanced directors and reliable search. Anything else? Any other things get hit? Nope, it was just those 3 ships. Hogue and King Alfred did okay. They did fine. Alright, leave scenario. Marginal victory. A little bit of points. Queen Mary is commissioned into the Navy. New medium bomber prototypes are ready for evaluation. So, based on these medium bomber prototypes, I think the de Havilland is immediately out of the question. The Bolton Paul is the slowest. The Hawker and the Bristol are a little bit faster. I will take either of those in terms of speed. Bomb load is the same across all the bombers. It is better than the current one, the Gauntlet, we have in service. The Hawker has a little bit better toughness, it looks like, but the Bristol has better range. Firepower and maneuverability is the same across the 2 of them. So I don't see where 506 I don't see where 500 miles of range is really going to have, you know, that big of difference. Like 500 miles of range is probably already to the point where it's getting a little excessive. So I think I will go with the Hawker for the additional toughness. Oh, no. I'll go with the Bristol. Abrakir is damaged. 3 enemy subs sunk. Still blockading them. And now I actually have money again. So here's my question. Do I still have too many ships on the North American East Coast? A little bit. So what can I pull out of the North American East Coast? I think I can pull 2 Charybdis class cruisers out of the North American East Coast, back to Northern Europe. I want these guys because those guys have SAMs. Um, Persians might be good candidates to pull. I think I want to keep the Latonas in just for their mine-laying abilities. Then Kurakoa I'll move down into the Caribbean. And maybe I'll consider pulling another carrier out. Oh, and I did pull those out, so yeah. Anyway, I think I can now activate these old destroyers. Go on to trade protection. I will activate the Nest class. Anything else I need? I think everything else is in the right position. These guys do need a rebuild at some point soon. I just don't think I can afford it right now. Probably not until some of these other ships are done. Even then, I'm largely waiting on Constance. So very likely the next ship I'd want to pull out is probably Anson from the North American East Coast. Run these 5 battleships. And Anson's slow. So I'll move her back down to the Caribbean, and then I will move Orion back up to Northern Europe, and I think I'm going to activate Indomitable in Northern Europe just for better protection. Because, yeah, man, the Caribbean bases just aren't good enough. I will spend some money improving Bermuda. Screw it. So I can just better ensure that I have my full navy deployed. America is just mass producing ships right now. But, you know, I can still deploy stuff, and I can always still rotate stuff out. We do have a slight advantage on them there, and then we are also able to blockade them in the Caribbean. Maybe that's something where I rotate ships out between the Caribbean and you know, the North American East Coast. Anyway, I'm gonna put my submarine warfare policy on fleet support. I'm not gonna build any more subs, especially until I get some of these destroyers out. So we'll get 2 out here. I think once we get Yarnfeld out, that'll be enough to start. I don't think I'll be able to afford Canada until Constance is out. I think I will invest the extra funds I get from these 2 destroyers into more aircraft. Or the other thought is that I turn research down one last time. I have a little bit to play with. I'm actually curious. If I take a look at, say, Airbase St. John, um, a fighter squadron is maintenance about. Okay, a fighter squadron of 16 is 136. 150. Oh yeah, 153 for medium bombers. So I need to calculate that. What is 136 divided by 16? Means each plane is costing about 8.5 in terms of maintenance. So I'm going to say 1,000 divided by 8.5. That means I can operate about 117.6 aircraft. Or 6 extra aircraft. Portland is full, so those would be at Halifax. Which actually I think I'll be okay. So I'll do a group of 20 fighters. I'll do another group of 20 fighters. Group of 20 dive bombers, and then a group of 20 torpedo bombers. And I will quickly rename all these since it's only like 4 additional squadrons. Where are they on my sheet? So land-based fighters are here. So 2 active blocks, that would be the 836 and 837. 836 Squadron and 837 Squadron. The torpedo bomber would probably be next. Yep, that'd be the 854. 854 Squadron. And then the dive bomber is going to be a bit down the list. So that would be the 1833 Squadron. All right, I think that does it for this. I will be going back here. Maybe I add one more to St. John. Nah, I think that's good enough. That was like what 80 aircraft added to an airbase. Yeah, that'll be fine. So yeah, that's this video. Thank you everyone for watching as we war with the U.S. again. Uh, Rule of the Waves 3 is coming out soon. I believe in a week from when this video releases. So I would recommend getting that. Down below there will be a link to technically a link where you can get Rule of the Waves 2. But you know, why would you want it? Rule of Waves 3 is coming out in a week. And there's also a link to a Rule of Waves Discord server, unofficial, semi-official, whatever you want to call it. Not official, but it's kind of there, but not there. It's not actually official, but it's like there's a little bit. And links to my Discord, Twitch, and Twitter are down below. If you're interested in any of those things, that is it. All right. That's all I gotta say. Bye.